Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us successfully to this day. We thank you for the gift of our intellect, through which we perceive truth. We thank you for the desire which you have implanted in each of us to use our abilities to do good, a desire which leads us to you. Fill each of our graduands, we pray, with the joy which is the fruit of your Holy Spirit. May they know that in completing their courses, they have glorified you, who are the source of all enlightenment. Guide them through this same Holy Spirit in the years ahead, that they may gain good employment which reflects and develops their abilities, that they may enjoy prosperity and contribute to the common good of our society. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Please be seated.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduates, guests and staff, I now declare the ceremony open. I invite the Vice-Chancellor to give her welcome address.
Chancellor, Chair of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and especially you, our graduates, welcome to this, our 2014 graduation ceremonies. It's my pleasure and honour to congratulate you on your success in graduating from Leeds Trinity University. Today we recognise the achievements of you, our newest graduates. It's a time for joy after much hard work and dedication, a day that everyone here at Leeds Trinity looks forward to with pride. For you, our graduates, this ceremony marks the completion of studies and the beginning of fresh challenges. We share in your excitement and wish you luck with your future. What you have achieved should not be underestimated. You had to work hard to earn your place on your chosen programme at the university, competing with many others along the way. Whilst gaining your place at university was an achievement in itself, once you arrived at the university, the hard work began. Intellectually and mentally demanding, studying for a degree requires a great deal of hard work, perseverance, and determination. But you've done it. And today is your day to celebrate. You thoroughly deserve your success, and I hope you feel as proud of yourselves as we all do of you here today. Graduation is a very special occasion, giving you the chance to reflect on and celebrate your achievements. But of course, this isn't goodbye. Leeds Trinity is your university and will be here whenever you need us, when your skills need refreshing, when you're ready for the next academic challenge. Leeds Trinity graduates are exceptional people. Their influence is felt in business boardrooms around the world. They hold positions of influence in the media, care for our health and welfare, run social, sporting and voluntary organisations, work with children, young people and families in a variety of settings, create and run successful businesses of their own, and educate us in schools, colleges and universities. As a Leeds Trinity graduate, your future is bright and your opportunities are boundless. Be confident and ambitious, whether you have your future already mapped out or whether you're pausing before deciding what comes next. I believe we've prepared you well to work hard, to work well with others, and to take pride and enjoyment from work and study. Today is a special occasion for your guests too, and I'm delighted to see so many guests here joining us in these celebrations today. Parents, carers, grandparents, partners, friends, aunties, uncles, children, husbands, teachers, and wives, sorry. You've all been there for our graduates throughout their entire journey, a journey which started long before Leeds Trinity University, and a journey which may continue for some who decide to go on to postgraduate study. Your contribution to their success has been invaluable, regardless of the ways in which you've supported our students. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for the various ways in which you have been there for our graduates during their time at Leeds Trinity University. And I'd like to ask our graduates to join with me in showing our appreciation. I'm honoured honoured to share the stage with another group of people here today who've played a significant role in your success. These are my colleagues, your lecturers and tutors, who've been there for you throughout your degree, supporting you and providing you with knowledge and inspiration. I'd also like to thank our support staff, without whom the delivery of your degree programmes or events like today would not be possible. I'm incredibly proud of the staff here, both academic and support, at Leeds Trinity. They work hard to ensure your success, and it's fitting that we should again show our appreciation. The years that you have spent with us have been a great time of achievement for Leeds Trinity. We are committed to providing the highest standards of teaching and academic excellence for our students. This year, a record number of students have achieved first and upper second class awards. We entered almost twice the number of staff in more units of assessment into the National Research Assessment Exercise than last time around, and 20% of our students recorded 100% satisfaction with their studies at Leeds Trinity, as reported in the National Student Survey for 2013. We're especially proud of this. It's an accolade bestowed upon us by you, our students, and now graduates. And I'm also pleased to report that 94% of our 2013 graduates were in work or further study 6 months after completing their studies. This is higher than any other university in Yorkshire or Humber region. I'd also like to take a moment to recognise some of the achievements of the Department of Children, Young People and Families and its students throughout this academic year. The department is proud to reflect the university's determination to widen access to higher education to those of ability and commitment. Many of you graduating here today are the first of your family to enter higher education, or you may have returned to education to develop careers and fulfill permanent ambitions. Many of you, as I've said, have attained the highest possible grades in the final year of your honours degree programme. Some of you came through the traditional 3-year route as undergraduate students, but others followed a foundation degree programme with a final year on the BA or the top-up Level 6 programme. Well done to all of you. I've been asked to say very sincerely, your department are proud of you. This has been the first year for two new degree programmes, Early Childhood Studies and Education Studies. Early Childhood Studies in particular has been one of the first to respond to the changing early years and education care field criteria, and the course has been commended for its excellent integration of practice into theory. Building on the university's excellent reputation for delivering teacher training, working with children, young people and families, and in pedagogic research, Leeds Trinity University is to launch a new institute in September, the Institute of Childhood and Education. By pulling together the expertise of our acclaimed departments of primary education, secondary education, and children, young people and families, the Institute will collaborate with sector agencies operating in children's services and education to develop innovative research-based approaches to practice in this challenging area. The department is also proud to report increasing numbers of students are progressing on to postgraduate studies after they graduate or have achieved employment in high-level jobs in related professional fields. The department is especially proud of the growing numbers of males entering the profession from our programmes, which responds to a growing need nationally for more males to be involved with children's workforce. We're incredibly proud of the successes of the Department of Children, Young People and Families and of you, its graduates. And again, I'd like to ask everyone to join me in showing our congratulations. We recognise that you're graduating in a challenging economic climate, a climate of substantial change. However, as a Leeds Trinity University graduate, you have enormous opportunities waiting for you. Your degree has provided you with both knowledge and highly sought-after graduate-level skills. In addition, the vocational focus of your degree has given you the best possible opportunity to be ready for the world of work, whether this is through the professional work placements you've completed as part of your degree programme or by volunteering in the UK or internationally. This vocational focus has added tremendous value to your professional and personal development and your opportunity to succeed. But degrees aren't just about gaining academic qualifications and becoming employable. Throughout your time with us, you've gained independence, developed as individuals, and made friends for life. and maybe even you've met your future husband or wife. These achievements are just as important as the academic merits of a degree, and I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say it's been a pleasure to watch you develop and grow into inspiring individuals with very bright futures ahead of you. And this future will be very bright indeed, of that I have no doubt. You only need to look at the successes of our past graduates to see the value of your qualifications. Leeds Trinity University may be less than 50 years old, but in that time we've achieved a great deal. Our students are amongst the most satisfied and most employable in the country, and our achievements were rewarded by the award of full university title in December 2012. These achievements are the result of a successful partnership between Leeds Trinity and you, our graduates, and as soon-to-be alumni. We can only sustain our success by continuing to recruit outstanding students like you, with the potential to achieve what you have achieved today, and you should feel very proud of the role that you've played in Leeds Trinity University's success. Today we're celebrating the success of you, our 2014 graduates. Everyone at Leeds Trinity appreciates that life is far from easy for today's students. Learning is a personal challenge. All of you have had to face your own particular challenges, and all of you have overcome them. Your family and friends will have supported you. Many of you will have worked to pay your way through your studies. All of you will have made sacrifices to ensure your success. It is therefore with enormous pride that everyone here at Leeds Trinity sees your success today. I'm sure that friends and family here share in my delight at the achievements of you, our 2014 graduates. You are all exceptional people. Congratulations, well done, and good luck.
We now move to the conferment of the awards for our graduates. I invite Mr. Geoffrey Potter to present awards from the Department of Children, Young People and Families.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Early Years and Education Studies, I present Mavish Ahmed. Fozia Asghar. Huram Ali. Sharma Ali. Rebecca Anakin. Lisa Barrett. Ilajana Berger. Rahina Begum. Hannah Berry. Abby Blackburn. Charlotte Blair. Francesca Blow. Shauna Bradford. Amy Brown. Sidonie Carter. Jodie Cookman. Lucy Cross. Jessica Deeprose. Adele Driver. Selena Dewberry. Emily Furman. Lydia Gator. Amy Geldhard. Grace Greenwell. Lucy Harris. Jacqueline Hart. Gul Afshan Hassan. Sophie Horman. Elizabeth Hill. Lydia Horrobin. Alex Hurd. Hafsa Hussain. Tayyiba Hussain. Henna Khan. Jessica King. Sonal Katecha. Melanie Lund. Ellen Lyons. Neelam Mahmood. Roxana Mahmood. Gabriella Parker. Joe Parker. Stephanie Parkinson. Maria Antonia Pereto Ribau. Martha Randerson. Saria Raza. Charlotte Reynolds. Lauren Rockall. Abby Sandel. Nicole Shaw. Philippa Snowden. Abiola Stevenson. Emily Stocks. Lauren Turner. Sophie Treslove. Stephanie Waits. Matthew Warrington. Amy Watson. Sarah Wetton. Francesca Whelan. Jessica Wilcox. Natalie Young. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Professional Practice, Early Childhood Studies, I present Hayley Childers. Jill Mulligan. Salma Nasir. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Professional Practice, Education, I present Matthew Brightwell. Jessica Holding. Julia Lees. Amanda Pinkney. Kelly Robinson. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Professional Practice, Supporting Young People, Children and Families, I present Vanessa Baldwin. Kimberly Georgeson. Yvonne Grant. Carmen Pierce. Gillian Worrell. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Working with Children, Young People and Families, I present Halima Ali. Mariam Asghar. Tina Bottomley. Katie Britton. Simone Dixon. Rachel Fair. Holly Fisher. Darlene Francis. Alicia Francis Mackenzie. Jessica Graham. Lauren Heaton. George Housden. Rebecca Inglis. Ruth Johnson. Jodie Mann. Abigail Mellors. Chelsea Mitchell. Sitali Malemwa. Emily Northmore. Lauren Remington. Joshua Roberts. Sarah Suleiman. Diane Sutcliffe. Rebecca Walker. Amy Watmore. Sophie Lauren Wicks. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentations of awards for the Department of Children, Young People and Families.
We now move to the presentation of prizes, and Mr. Potter will present prize recipients from the department.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I present the following graduates who are also recipients of the Children, Young People and Families Department Prize. Lydia Gator. Yvonne Grant. Matthew Warrington. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation of prizes for the Department of Children, Young People and Families.
I now invite the Chancellor to give her address.
Thank you very much, Catherine, Professor House, Professor Vice-Chancellor, and of course you graduates. Sounds good, doesn't it? Thank you very much for coming up so elegantly. Nobody fell over, no mortarboards fell off. Flat shoes always go down well. High shoes, congratulations for making it. It's a bit like being a catwalk model, isn't it? Kind of for about 20 metres of your life, and you all did it very, very well. Can I just say as well, thank you to all of you for giving your support and for being here today, because it's a huge team effort, I know, to get here. And so it must be so exciting to see the fruits of all your labours. And it never ceases to be a thrill for me to sit here and see those faces. And it's very emotional. I get a bit choked sometimes when you see families waving excitedly at the back. And today is actually the second ceremony so far. So we've been through this morning, and it's every time different emotions come up. So thank you for having me here. As I say, I've done this a few times now. And I started thinking about this speech back in March. I only took pen to paper on Monday. I've been a bit busy, been in Brazil doing a small football tournament. I knew what I wanted to say. It was all kind of up here and in here, but I had to, of course, get it onto paper so that I could say something original, something enlightening that hopefully you can take at least one thing away. They say that's the key to a good speech. You'll take one thing away. And maybe that thing is already in there. You're thinking, blimey, she started this in March. This is going to be very good. Perhaps not, but let's see. I've been at quite a few speech days lately, actually, because I've got twin children. They're 9 at the end of this month, a girl and a boy. And this year we decided to put them in single-sex schools for the first time, which means I've doubled my parents' evenings, I've doubled sports days, I used to be able to get it all done in one day. And this year, double speech days. Speech days was a new thing at these schools. We hadn't done this at their previous schools. So they're at single-sex schools, and my daughter's school speech day was first. That took nearly 5 hours. 5 hours of speeches, presentations, a little mass, a picnic before they released the girls into their summer holiday. My son's school was 1 hour and 23 minutes and counting. The headmaster there obviously knows the attention span of boys is a little bit limited. Sorry, lads. You'll work that out, of course, when you get into those schools and see what they're capable of at that age. They did all very well, actually, and Graham Bell, the Olympic skier, gave a very nice speech in the midst of all that. We'll get onto that in a moment. On Sunday night, just gone, I had 8 9-year-old boys, to stay over at our house as a treat for my son's birthday. They'd all come to watch the World Cup final and then have a sleepover. Let me tell you, and I'm sure many of the mums will attest, 9-year-old boys, 8 of them in a bedroom. You can imagine what it was like on Monday morning in that room. The windows are still open. It's being fumigated by Rentokil as we speak. Extraordinary smells coming from there. It's only going to get worse, I'm told, as they get older. There was lots of Lynx Africa being sprayed around on the Monday morning. Starts early these days. Anyway, on that night, about half-time, when the boys were losing interest in the game, I said to one of them, my son's friend Cooper, what did you like about the speeches that you heard on speech day on Thursday? Because I thought, well, I'm coming today to speak to you. I want to kind of try and hit the right note. And he said, nothing really. I said, well, nothing. What about Graham Bell? He went, oh, yeah, Graham Bell. He said, what I got from him is that you've got to ski fast and take risks. I said, OK, well, what I think he meant was, Graham Bell, he was talking about growing up with his brother Martin Bell, and they were both brilliant academically, both brilliant sportsmen, but Graham was always behind his brother. His brother was a couple of years older. His brother actually got into Cambridge at 15. Imagine having a brother like that. That would be a real kick in the teeth, wouldn't it? You know, Graham's going along thinking life's pretty good, but his brother's pretty exceptional. One day they were having a race down a mountain, and he decided, they were skiing in Scotland, that the only way he was going to beat his brother is if he really pushed it on this particular hill, and he went for it over the edge, and it meant he might crash. And in fact, he did crash, and he took quite a big tumble. But he realised only through pushing through those limits, pushing those boundaries, was he ever going to beat his brother. And eventually, he did beat his brother. Of course, for little Cooper, at 9 years old, it was all a bit literal. He looked around flat, snowless Buckinghamshire and thought, well, I can't ski here, so this speech doesn't mean very much to me. Note to self, maybe not be so literal with children if I'm ever doing a speech to kids, because it was obviously all lost on little Cooper. Now, when I started thinking about this speech in March, there was a particular reason, and it was because life wasn't going so well for me at that point. Everything had been quite smooth about 2 years ago. You know when you get in those veins in life where everything seems to go very well, every time you pick up the phone, it's a positive call, every time you open an email, it's somebody offering you something interesting to do with work, and everything seemed to be going fantastically well. But earlier this year, I kept hitting stumbling blocks everywhere, speed bumps in the road that I hadn't expected, things not going quite well, phone calls that were kind of with negative news. No, I'm sorry, that show's not happening, this thing's not happening, that's not going on. Lots of other things were going on in my life, and I thought, this is good. Not because I wanted material to speak to you today, but because I thought this is a good chance to take stock and work out what's important in life. And it's very hard to do that sometimes. When you get on the wheel of life, as you'll find more and more, when your commitments increase, when you get family, when you have a job, a mortgage, rent to pay, all the different things that life throws at you, it's very hard sometimes to step off and have a little look at your life and work out what are the things that you really enjoy, what are the things that make you happiest. And of course, we all know it's not having a car that goes a bit quicker, or a watch that looks a bit blingier, or a holiday that will win you friends and take you to exotic places. It's all about your health, your family, and your friends. But sometimes we just have to take stock and realise that. And I said to myself, what are the 3 times you've been happiest in the last 6 months? And I wrote them down, actually, and one was watching my son play rugby. In fact, every time I watch him play rugby, it makes me happy. So that was, and even though he's not that great, it's just that lovely being in that situation where you see young boys having a great time playing sport. The second one was taking my daughter to see a friend's new baby and seeing the joy in her eyes when she touched this baby and held this baby for the first time, and the conversations we had on the way home. And the third thing was riding my bike with my husband, which criminally we only did once in the last 12 months. And I thought we've got to improve that because it's something that we both enjoy. I did also get an upgrade on British Airways to first class on the way to Brazil, which I was going to put in the list, but I thought that might make me look shallow, so I didn't. But it was very enjoyable. No, those were my 3 things, and I thought, well, this is important, that I've kind of got to this point that I realised, actually, you know, don't wait, as I say, for the wake philosophy, which I realised quite early on when I went to a few funerals early on in my life, that wakes always seem to be very enjoyable. People seem to have a very nice time catching up with relatives and friends and discussing this amazing life that the person they were celebrating had left. And I first realised this at my brother's funeral when he died when he was 15. And I looked around at all our cousins and all our aunts and uncles who travelled from all over the UK, and my sister had flown in. She sadly had been working in Japan when he died, and people were coming from everywhere to discuss him, to celebrate his life at a tragically young age. And I thought, the person that's missing is him. He would love this. He would love to be here. He'd love to see people talking about him and in celebrating him. And so from then I've always thought, don't wait for the wake. Make sure that you take those times, you take those moments to celebrate what's good about your life. And you must do that regularly. Otherwise, what's the point in it all? So make those appointments with yourself. But the point is, and I hope there is a point, that Graham Bell knew he had to crash. He knew he had to push himself through those limits before he could realise his potential. And crashing isn't always fun. But you have to be prepared if you want to push yourself to experience some embarrassment, to make some apologies, to wrestle a little bit with your inner voice. Whatever it is, you will come through it. You will get to the other side. The world, as my colleague John Barnes once told me when I was feeling stressed about work and I didn't know how I was going to cope, he said, Gabby, the world will keep on turning. Now, we all like to think that if we stop, the world will stop turning because we're so integral to everything. But actually, the world will keep on turning, but you should never underestimate the power that you've got to make a difference and to realise your own potential by pushing through those uncomfortable periods which we all hit in our lives. The second part I want to say to you today is about recognising the team that you work with, the team that you're around. Now, you might think you're very much individual and you may be entrepreneurial and think what you're going to do in life will not involve anybody else, but the greatest entrepreneur in this country at the moment, Richard Branson, is very much part of a team. We're all part of teams in somehow. We can't do things without other people helping us or us helping them. And the World Cup that we've all just enjoyed, I think, highlighted this perhaps more than ever. When I arrived in Brazil 6 weeks ago, all the TV ads, all the posters in Portuguese had either Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo, some of them even foolishly Wayne Rooney on them. And they thought those were the players that were going to make a difference in this World Cup. And some of them made a slight difference, but one by one, those teams all fell by the wayside. What they didn't have on the posters, any of them, and what the BBC didn't have in our titles to start off with, were any German players. Because that German team arrived very much as a team, not as a collection of individuals, brilliant individuals, though they may be. None of them were the superstars. None of them were the faces that were selling aftershave, beer, and everything else that Neymar seemed to be selling in Brazil. And that's because those German players, most of them, 9 of them out of that team, had played together from under 17. They'd gone through all the age groups together. They were a band of brothers that collectively went on to win that World Cup. And during the World Cup, I heard a debate where Stuart Pearce was speaking about when he was manager of the England under-21s. And over his time managing them, 44 times he'd made a phone call to offer a player a place in an under-21 team, and 44 times he'd been turned down by players in that time, which is a staggering statistic when you consider what can be achieved from staying together and playing together through that. And I think reflects perhaps on the fact that the England senior team doesn't have necessarily that team ethic and that band of brothers mentality. And I also experienced that on a micro level in Brazil. I was working with an editor and a film editor and a cameraman and a producer. So 5 of us were together the whole time, away from the BBC's big main glamorous studio that Gary and co got to work in. And we were with the England team the whole time. And we had a fantastic working relationship. We all, I think, produced really good telly. We did a brilliant job. And when I look back and worked out why did it go so well this time, because it hadn't always felt as good, I think we trusted each other. We all knew we were good and competent at our jobs, and nobody tried to do the other person's job. We appreciated each other. We appreciated our skills. I think that's so important in whatever you do, that you realise that even if you have got a maverick, a brilliant person in the team isn't them. And equally, the weakest person in the team doesn't necessarily take the full burden of responsibility. A team is about everyone pulling their weight and being given that chance to shine. Now, in your hands, right now, you've got your certificates. Give them all away. Let's get some energy in the air. You have worked very hard. Fumigates the room, ladies and gentlemen. You've worked very, very hard for those over a period of either a year, 3 years, 4 years, however many years you've put into getting those. And those are very important. Those are qualifications that are going to open doors, create exciting opportunities. But what is important to remember going forward, they are not you. They are not, those exam results aren't everything about you. Nobody necessarily knows by looking at that paper how good you are at teamwork, how fantastic you are in empathizing with people, how brilliant you are at creating relationships, how you've overcome adversity, how you've struggled financially to get yourself through this, how your families might have taken time out and sacrificed things they wanted to do to get you here. And all those are the factors and the stories of you, the collective story of you. And you must never forget, when you go into a place of work or an opportunity, that is you as well, more than perhaps even the piece of paper there, the experiences that you've had here, the times that you've been through here, and we're very, very proud that you've come through here and delighted that you're going to represent this university going forwards. So do that, go forwards, shine, work hard, enjoy it, and thank you very much, as I say, for representing Trinity. Thank you.
I now invite Joe Parker, a student of the graduating cohort, to give the vote of thanks.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, lecturers, family friends, partners and fellow graduates. I began my journey at Leeds Trinity 3 years ago and have not looked back since. The past 3 years have been incredible. I know many of us have spent countless hours sat in the library and faced some sort of adversity along the journey, but it's experience like that who have made us who we are today. However, I firmly believe that we could not have achieved this on our own. The environment, staff and support here at Leeds Trinity have been truly remarkable. Leeds Trinity's dedication towards its students is what makes this university so different to any other. Every member of staff here at Leeds Trinity plays a key role in creating an environment where its students can succeed and be offered the best university experience possible. One of the most beautiful things that I've experienced here is that not only have I changed and developed so much academically, but also so much personally. Leeds Trinity has enabled me to leave university with confidence and professional skills to enter the big wide world and hopefully make a real difference out there. It's true what they say here, at Leeds Trinity you achieve so much more than just a degree. On behalf of all the students, I would like to thank all the Leeds Trinity members of staff for their support and hard work. We would not all be here today if it wasn't for you. Finally, I'd like to... And finally, I'd like to acknowledge all the graduates from the Department of Children, Young People and Families here today. We did it. Good luck for the future, and thank you.
Thank you, Joe, for your thoughtful and kind remarks. I now invite Mr. Ian Barron, the Chair of the Board of Governors, to say a few closing remarks.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the academic procession, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Governors of Leeds Trinity University, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate you, our newest Leeds Trinity University graduates. Graduation is a very special occasion, the culmination of your educational journey to date, giving you the chance to reflect on and celebrate your achievements. It is also a day that marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives, as you leave your student life behind and begin to forge your future. For some, this journey has already begun. Some of you may continue into further study, and some of you will take this opportunity to consider where you want your future to take you. Your future is yours to create. I speak for everyone associated with Leeds Trinity University in saying this. Your future will be very bright, and that I do not doubt. I was very impressed by the words of Joe Parker in his vote of thanks about what he valued and how he felt the university had prepared him and his fellow graduates for career success. I am sure these words resonated with everyone, reinforcing what we strive to do from the moment you apply to us until long after you graduate. You achieve more than a degree from Leeds Trinity. Our degrees are highly vocational, preparing graduates for employment through the professional work placements they complete as part of their degrees, the volunteering opportunities arranged by the university, and the employability skills embedded into every course. All Leeds Trinity University graduates leave with valuable professional work experience as well as a degree. And you only need to look at the past successes of our graduates to see the doors this will open for you. Award-winning and highly successful, you will find our graduates making their mark in newsrooms, classrooms, media, sports and voluntary organisations, and boardrooms throughout the region, the country, and the world. It comes as no surprise that our graduates have been amongst the most employable in the country for over a decade. The latest figures from the Higher Education Statistics Agency reveal that over 94% of Leeds Trinity's recent graduates are in work or further study 6 months after graduating. Leeds Trinity is only as successful as its graduates, and I have no doubt that next year I will be proudly making the same comment as we reflect on the success that you will enjoy after you leave today as graduates and begin your careers. We are sad to see you leave today, but wherever your career takes you, please remember that you will always be a treasured part of the community here at Leeds Trinity. Your student journey may have come to an end, but today we are delighted to welcome you to a new community, being the Leeds Trinity University alumni. As alumni, we would like you to consider, at some stage in the future, preparing our students for their future careers by providing professional work placements and internships in your organisations. It is the nurturing relationship between Leeds Trinity and its alumni that we cherish, and we look forward to continuing this relationship with you. I speak for everyone associated with the university by once again extending my sincere congratulations and best wishes for what I know will be a very bright future. It has been an honour to have you with us, and I hope you feel proud to graduate from Leeds Trinity University. We hope you have enjoyed your special day, and I now invite you and your guests to continue the celebrations in our atrium, where a reception awaits you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremony. Please will you now stand for the academic procession and remain standing whilst the procession leaves the chapel.